Okay, so now we know the second wave of heroin, which was the most detrimental to black communities in the U.S., had implicated the U.S. government. So now what about crack cocaine? Next up in drugs destroying our community, we had the crack epidemic from the early 1980s to the early 1990s, also connected to our government. Let's get down to the roots. Cocaine is derived and harvested from the coca leaves of cocoa plants, native to the Andean regions, primarily Colombia, Peru, Bolivia. Now, one coca leaf only contains 1% of cocaine, but after being chemically treated and mixed with multiple substances, it gets shredded to make a paste and then crystallized to form pure cocaine. Traffickers smuggle it in, and to maximize profit, typically cut it with things like asbestos or baking soda, even amphetamines and fentanyl, to boost the high. So the cocaine purchased by the final users of it on the streets often contains a variety of other harmful substances many are not even aware of, and as little as 20% pure cocaine. These additives can lead to allergic reactions and even in some cases, overdose. Kind of the plot. Now there's two main forms of cocaine, the rock form and the powder form. The rock form, or crack rocks, exploded in popularity because it was cheap, as little as 5 to 10 per rock, produced an intense fast high, and it was easily portable and smokable, unlike powdered cocaine. Dealers would sell these to poor, densely populated black communities in cities like Detroit, DC, Philly, Chicago, Oakland. The drug's addictive nature and high profitability led to intense turf wars and violent street-level trafficking, destroying working-class black communities. Now, the powder form became popular among wealthy users in the U.S., especially in Miami, LA, New York. Now, guess which one got penalized more? Yep, the U.S. government responded with the Anti-Drug Abuse Act of 1986, establishing harsh sentencing laws for the crack rock users. We're talking 100 to 1 sentencing disparity. Like 5 grams of crack cocaine led to the same sentence as 500 grams of powder cocaine. Do the math. These laws disproportionately imprisoned and led to the mass incarceration of black Americans who were more likely to use crack than powder due to the cheapness. Now here's the kicker. In the 1990s, investigative journalists led by Gary Webb of the San Jose Mercury News found that none other than the CIA was linked to cocaine trafficking. Yeah, the one targeting predominantly black neighborhoods that they punished them for. Moreover, they did it to fund the takeover of Central American governments from presidents who actually cared about their people. So it was like a double genocide type thing. And now let's fast forward to the present. Heroin is no longer the largest threat to our community. It's now synthetic opioids, one of the most deadly being fentanyl, which again started from what was marketed as medicine. Big Pharma marketed it real heavy, claiming it wasn't addictive. Doctors being encouraged to prescribe opioids liberally, pain, even chronic, non-cancer pain. A prescription then led to widespread dependence and addiction. Sound familiar? Yeah, like the heroin story, yeah. So yet again, another drug addiction sponsored by the U.S. government. So now let's put this all together. You found this country on the suffering and human trafficking of black people. When they finally emancipate, and when they still keep thriving, you do everything you can to break down black excellence. And just because that wasn't enough, you infiltrate black communities with drugs you brought in, and then create a whole war on drugs, penalize them for using the drugs that you brought in. Okay, just so we're tracking. Next up on the chess game on black people, deindustrialization in the music industry.